Morning. Oh, in the vlog with the trees that we planted for Case and Adler from Stark Brothers, still appreciate you guys, I mentioned taking down that one tree in the front yard, and some of y'all were like, man, that's a good established tree, why would you do that? Well, if you can't notice the difference in the shadow on my face, here's why. Now, the real reason, or I should say the wise reason, is because we planted a locust tree for Adler. And that locust tree is going to get big and huge and powerful. It's going to be a big, pretty tree, right? This tree that we're going to take out already has roots growing really, really shallow for no reason, because there's nothing in the front yard to keep it from going down. But I'm having to mow over those. And it's kind of annoying. And I know I'm not going to dig them all up. And I know when the tree comes out, it's not going to like pull the roots up with it and all that, because I'm just going to chop it off. But it also blocks this view. So hang on a second. See that? Is that selfish? It might be selfish. I don't know. Anyway, I know the sun doesn't move, the earth moves, so eventually the sunrise will be in a different spot, etc. But it's always, when I'm in the front room looking out the window, it's always in front of the sunrise. And like you guys have told me, it's our farm, it's our trees. I got plenty of trees, okay? And you know me, I'll think of something to do with that one. If not firewood, we'll build some benches out here around a fire pit or something. So let's get started. So I fed everybody so the farm would quiet down a little bit. They're cleaning up what Smokey didn't. Get out of there. Hey, eat. If you're done, let's put it up. Now she goes back and there's nothing in it. She is getting huge and ferocious. She's so ferocious. Roar, roar. Baby chicks. And we move them every now and then, by the way. And this guy right here, old Beef, well, he is a protector. He's a mean little cuss. And he is getting more and more territorial, even against me. And nipping at ankles and everything else. See that? Now, yeah, I raised my foot to him, but he's trying to do that anyway. So, thankful for a two-way gate latch. Two and a half months to Thanksgiving, dude. Thanksgiving might come sooner for him, or at least freezer camp. I really wanted to like catch, clean, and cook. I didn't want to put him in a freezer. I don't think he's gonna make it. And we also picked up a really pretty cypress tree, excuse me. And that's about 5 feet tall, so that's pretty cool. Probably gonna blow over. And then a good old, is that a blue spruce? Whatever that is, you botanists. Yeah, pretty cool. We're gonna plant this bad boy right there. Our local utility company was bought out, I think like 2 years ago. And the new company sent letters. It's taken them a while, but they're revamping everything. But the new company sent us letters probably maybe a week ago that they're gonna add, they're gonna add smart meters everywhere, which is great because right now, old buddy that, ignore the trash, old buddy that reads our meter, he can't get in the gate when we're not here, and which is fine, and I don't mind camera. I wouldn't mind giving him a code or a clicker. But even when he comes in here, the turkey, sometimes a pig or two, you know, everybody's chasing him around and all that good stuff. Plus when he brings his truck in here, which is just like a regular cab long bed truck, but he's got to worry about backing over things, and it's just not convenient for him. So the smart meters are the way to go. Now, different regions of the country, I think you guys have had those smart meters for probably 4 or 5 years, but that's how it goes here in the Midwest. Every new trend comes from the East Coast or the West Coast and finds its way to the middle. That's the way it's always been. So anyway, that'll be pretty nice because he won't have to come in here. But I say that to say, when they put in the smart meters, I'm gonna bug them about moving my utility poles and my line, like my entire power line. I want it on the other side of the house. So that'll be an adventure. But that's why I want that big, beautiful cypress to be planted right where that pole is. So I'm gonna leave the utility company just enough room to get their trucks in and out of there without hitting it, of course. But then I'm gonna plant that cypress right there. I think it'll be really pretty. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that blue spruce yet. That's more of a traditional Christmas tree shape. So I'm thinking it might go over there somewhere. Case's tree is near that red bucket. There's the bat box. I forget to give you guys perspective sometimes, just so you can see what everything looks like. This is what I call the old road, the old street. And the new fence is gonna run right along that side of it. Haas is tearing up a lot of that for me. You see him in there, just making the ground softer, things like that. But today I was gonna run to Atwoods and get barbed wire and start doing the second pasture. I still need to set a couple posts, and I'll spare you guys me digging holes and setting posts again. It's supposed to be like 85 degrees again today. And I just don't feel like setting posts in 85-degree weather, especially since tomorrow afternoon it's supposed to rain and drop the temperature. And then the high next week, there's 3 or 4 days where the high is only like 63, 64 degrees. So we're not in a rush to get that barbed wire. So we're gonna save that for next week, and as well as the pipes underneath the house. Some of you guys are worried about that, but I shoved a huge cinder block, like almost a full-size cinder block underneath the pipe that came disconnected, and it raised it enough that the sewer line is working. The problem is it's not a permanent fix. It still needs to be declined. It needs to decline from the bottom of the toilet towards the septic tank a little bit more. I think that's why it came disconnected. It was dry fitted. Nobody ever taped it up, mudded it up. Not tape and mud, but silicone, seal, you know what I'm talking about. PVC glue. Nobody ever did that. So it got heavy enough with everything in it that it finally broke. And that's what it is. So it's only like, I didn't mean to make it out to be whatever. When you find that, no matter how big the pile is, it's whatever. It's a big, messy situation. But looking at it, talking to a couple of friends, a couple of you guys on here, it's probably only a week's worth, maybe 2. And it's just Case and I, because Adler's in diapers. So I don't mean to be too whatever, but I'm just letting you know. But the other thing is the gray water is also going underneath the house, which I really don't want. You can run your gray water to your septic tank. You can also just run it away from the house, which a lot of people do out here in the country. So I'm torn between that, but I say all that to say, we're going to wait until it's cooler to go underneath there and scoop some of that out. It'll all probably fit in a 5-gallon bucket, maybe 1.5 buckets. And then we're gonna put that new sewer line. And I'm gonna go down there too and take measurements so I can cut my PVC before I even go down there. So I only have to spend as long as I have to down there. Since we're not doing barbed wire today, I am gonna get the post that I need, which is 1, 2. I only need 2 posts. Maybe 3. I'll probably grab 3 or 4 since lumber's in short supply, but Atwoods always has these posts. They keep them coming. They call them the corner posts. That's what I made my entrance out of. So, oh, before we go, we need to go check the traps. To give you guys perspective, man, ain't that beautiful. My goodness, this was a giant hole that I filled with some fill dirt. actually got grass coming up, so I need to just rake it out, smooth it out, but I was letting it settle. And I put there's some base rock in it that was up here, just so I didn't have to use as much good dirt filling it. I put base rock in it too, because eventually, this is Bermuda, eventually that Bermuda will pull those rocks down. It'll grow right over it, grow through it. But to give you perspective, there's a driveway, Adler's tree is way over there. This is the one that I don't really want. I know that's a good established tree, but like I said, blocks my view of the sunrise. But normally, did you guys get dizzy? Normally when I pull out the four-wheeler, I take off that way down the road and I go around Haas's Pin. But today I'll go this way so you guys can see Adler and Case's tree. You gotta put it in, not in reverse. Jack's gone. That's the longest one I've heard. That was impressive. That's a bummer. So if you didn't know, if you didn't read the comments, because I replied to some of y'all when I learned about Jack, he has a girlfriend named Jen, and they were finishing a pasture so that he and her would have more room. So that's where he's at. He's gone. So now we need another animal. We need to find one that is trained, has been around kids, knows what it's doing. We want to find one that's as calm and mild-mannered as Jack was. So. Man, I know she's looking kind of sad, but told she'll be all right because the trunk is still green. So I've got another frisky little critter that has figured out how to get out of the traps. And something moved my trail cam. So I had those stacked on top of each other, and they were, the wires were, or the ropes were bound up. Now this wasn't a trespasser, okay? I've solved that problem. Something bumped that one. So that's interesting. We'll see if something shows up on there later. So pretty back here. This isn't quite the back of the farm. I'm gonna squint, I've got no other choice. The back of the farm is the fence back there. I don't even know if you guys can see it, but that's where we used to go live. And I cannot wait until this winter when all this dies and I can get in here and clean all this up. Like, see, we've got some down trees And our creek is actually on the other side of that, the wet weather creek. But I can't wait to get back here when all this greenery dies and the ragweed and all that stuff. Really clean up some of these downed trees. So that way, hopefully, we can turn animals out on it. I would love to put a goat or two back here and let them keep it eaten down. It's 4 acres. It's the other entire half of the property. So goat or 30. Anyway, it's just so pretty back here and so peaceful. So the piglets, I've still got all 4 of them because apparently nobody wants American guinea hogs right now. But a couple months ago, a few months back, when we got our American guinea hogs, Haas and Lola, you can find American guinea hogs. So that's pretty crazy. Back home. Atwoods has these, it's like sausage with cheddar in it, and they're up front as you check out. And I apologize, I didn't check the brand or anything, but I ate a whole one of these. Like it's nothing, like just deliciousness. Got my knife, stand outside, eat it. But anyway, I got a buddy coming who is a very, very, I would say he's an artist with tile and grout and showers and bathrooms and kitchens and hallways and wherever else you'd want to put tile and flooring. But he's coming to give me a bid on the bathroom because I got so many projects going on. I don't know that I have time to do it. Plus, I don't know if I've shown you guys or if you've seen the original walk around farm video, but the guy who used to live here tiled the bathroom floor and then grouted over it and then didn't wipe away the grout. And it sat that way for months. So it's disgusting. So I'm gonna see if Jamie can even clean that up, if it's even possible. I don't know if I want to be on camera or not. He's hilarious. He's very talented. I went to school with him. I've known him since kindergarten. But what's even funnier, he's the kid that you wanted to sit next to in class, but if you got caught in the hallway after the bell, you didn't want to be with Jamie because he was going to the principal's office. For whatever he missed the bell for, he was in trouble. I'll keep you guys updated. All right, so confession time. It's been about a day straight up. Yeah, hasn't it? It's been a day. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. So I had quite a few projects to finish up yesterday afternoon. I just stopped working yesterday after Jamie left and made time for what's important. I just hung out with the boys and I have 0 regrets. Can we take them over there? Let's go show them. Hoss, you doing all right, buddy? Huh? You look like you barely moved to go to the bathroom. You do you, man. You're getting big. Getting real big. This is my 28-pound, 15-month-old farm boss Adler, as you guys know. But now we're gonna go in, and we'll keep you guys briefed in the next video, but we're gonna go in and hang out and have a good family time and all that good stuff. What's up, guys? Adler's so bright-eyed right now. Someone just woke up from a nap, and we're heading to Grandma and Grandpa's to eat some dinner with my brothers and sister-in-law. He's always in a better mood after his nap. He gets a little cranky without it. That was funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're sitting right next to Farm 1.0, which we were just here 9 months ago. This was it. We just had 2 acres and a couple of goats. It was crazy, but pretty cool memories. But I tell you what, I got to talking with my buddy Jamie after he came over and bid the bathroom for me, and we'll revisit that. I'm kind of hanging this video up right here because I want to talk to you guys about something. But you know, the interesting thing having I love you. The interesting thing having kids 10 years apart is nobody has to tell me how fast this goes this time. Uh-oh. That might be code brown. But anyway, we just, yeah, it definitely was or is. Anyway, if you guys don't mind, head over to a channel called Pop-Up Life. Now that's Travis Key and Brooklyn and their boys, Titus and Abram. And they've got a pop-up camper channel, if you will. And one thing I know about Travis is he's filming that to make memories, and he would love to share his he and Brooklyn would love to share their family vacations with you guys, and you know what goes on. And you can see 2 beautiful little boys that they have, just like what I've got right here. And yeah, just head over. Hang on, Bubba. Head over and say hi to them. Tell them we sent you. The guys over at Haas Tools, Travis and Greg, and everybody over there, they've taken amazing care of us over these last 7-8 months. We've made some amazing friends, and we hope to continue to do so. And you know, Travis has already mentioned when we get our garden up and running, he'll send us a few seeds and all that good stuff. So please go over and say hi to them. Tell them we sent you. I'm gonna put an iCard up here and then tag them, of course, as well in the description. Can you say, take care, God bless, be safe? Yes. All right. Ready? Ready, Bubba? Deuces. Say deuces. Say deuces. Did you take a deuce? I think that's the problem. Yeah. All right. All right. See y'all later.
Deuces.